See, look at this. Look at it. It ain't much, but that's ice, and your boy ain't going nowhere. A bitch staying in the house this morning, and that day, the whole day. Look at this. This is the country, y'all. The country. Hell no, I ain't going out the door. I'm staying in this damn house, drink coffee, and catch up on shows and YouTube. And if y'all out here damn driving in this damn weather, wherever you are, if you out here driving in this damn weather, wherever you is, y'all out y'all damn mind. Because if you don't know how to drive, don't get y'all asses out there in the road, putting yourself on the line, putting your life on the line, and everybody else's life on the line. If you can't keep a car in the road without ice, don't try to get on there with ice on the road. Look at this. Don't try to drive in this type of weather. That goes for anybody. I don't care how experienced you think you is. I don't care how experienced you think you is. Don't get out there on that road. I don't care if you're a truck driver. No offense, Mr. Burns. The Solomon Project. I know you experienced, but please, sir, don't get out there on that road. Be safe. Look at that shit. So, yeah. Let me get myself together and I'll be back. Hey y'all, this is me, DeAndre Dobbs, the show. Before I start the editing process, I forgot to put this in. Remember when I was doing the video earlier about Nico Aesthetics, maybe a Stallion, and Shamar and his boyfriend Alvo. That's his name, Alvo. They broke up. Well, apparently they broke up not too long ago. I guess they broke up yesterday or sometime. They broken up, but I found out something else. It is said allegedly, that Alvo's cousin, Shamar, boyfriend that he just broke up with, stole his money. There's actually a video on social media with Shamar breaking down, crying. Well, it's supposed to be him crying about that situation. Stole his money or something like that, took everything or whatever it was that he had. I don't know, was that because of the reason or what, but a lot of people said this. A lot of people have said, and Shamar said this, like, we broken up, y'all happy now? And a bunch of people's probably were thinking that he is after Alvo was only with Shamar because of his money and because of the benefits that he was getting, one of the two. But you know, that's not my relationship to judge or better yet to say anything about, because I'm not in a relationship. But I can give my opinion and my thought, how I feel about the whole situation, that it's not right. Like if that's the case, then that is not right. Being with somebody because they are financially stable or because of money or because of this, because of that. if you're gonna be with a person because they got money, or they got this, or they got that, and you don't, and you only with that person to get what they got, and then when they don't have it no more, you're gonna leave them, then 9 times out of 10, you weren't even interested in that person to begin with. You only wanted what that person had, what that person could give you. You weren't even in the relationship to make it work. You weren't even in the relationship for the right reason. You weren't even in the relationship to make, to make yourself happy. You just did that so you can get what you wanted out of the person. And it's pretty much says that if you only with a person because of what they got and what they can give you and what they can do for you, and not what you can do for them, then baby, you do not want a relationship, because a relationship is take and give 50-50. You got to do the work to be in a relationship. You got to do the work. You got to do whatever it takes. But to be with somebody because they got money, or et cetera, or because they give you good sex, or they give you their good vitamin D, or they give you the cake, you know what I'm talking about? It's, wow. It's diabolical. It's 2025 and I'll be 30 years old, and honestly, I pretty much don't care if I get it or not. I really don't care, because at this time of bereavement, or this and that the third, at this point in time, I'd rather focus on what's important and what really matters to me, and that's my YouTube career, my health, and my mental health. Because there is not now person, not now man in this world that can make me go crazy, or better yet, give up on everything that I have dreamed of and have worked hard for. I don't care if I do fall hard for a dude. I don't care if I do fall hard for a person like that. I'm not gonna let that person, I'm not gonna let that dude nor that man or that nigga, yes, I said it, I'm not gonna let no nigga try to, dictate on how they can try to get me out of my element. Because a bunch of people have been in relationships, they have let their emotions and they let their brains not think for them. You do have these people that be so in love that they really forget what's really the important thing. I will admit, when I thought I was in love, when I thought this person was in love with me, I really did think that, it was me. I was happy, I was in love, but it wasn't love, it was lust. Because I will tell you this, I've tried being with somebody but out of lust, because I felt guilty. Because I felt guilty on how I done a person. I did. It wasn't love, it was lust. I did it because I felt guilty. I did it because if I done it, I felt like it would be better. It'll be better for the both of us, and that will possibly make up for the rejection that I caused of this person. Because, like I said in the other video, but being with someone because of their money, because of what they give you, the gifts and everything, that's how it's nice to get gifts. It's nice if your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or however y'all work that out, how it works for y'all have gifts. Just don't make it a habit. Because the last person that I thought I was in a relationship with, but that's back in 2024, and he's back in 2024, they didn't go too well. But yeah, but my heart goes out to Shamar because I know it's actually Shamar broke up with him. From what I've saw, that Shamar broke up with him. Just like the other guy Shamar was with. Shamar cheated on the other guy, and I had to go back and do some more looking and research. So I just wanted to be sure. I did not want to put anything bad out here. Like I said, this is alleged. Y'all can actually go on Google and do the research because Google is your best friend. I'm gonna call this part a part one, and I will upload the other part in a little while. But this is gonna be part one. But before you start the video, this is going to be part one, and I'm gonna put part two with it. So this basically gonna be an hour and some video. I hope that's okay with y'all. But that's all I wanted to say, and I want to give y'all a little update. And so if I got anything wrong on any topics that we talk about today, please put it in the comments and let me know how did I do. Thank y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful Friday. I love y'all. See you on the next video. Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of DDTS episode 374. I think I'm on episode 374. I'm back with another video. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, a wonderful Friday. As you saw in that clip that I posted, how it was looking for us outside that door. It's bad weather here. It's bad weather Friday. And as you can see, I'm in here in my room, got my heat on. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not doing too much. I'm trying to basically stay warm. So I really hope that y'all are doing wonderful today, because I'm doing good. Today, I will be doing a review on a video that I just watched not too long ago. And it's going to be a review on a video that I watched of Nico Aesthetics. Actually, I think I'm pronouncing his name right. I actually done a video of him a couple of times actually, and he is one of the best. And the title of the video that it's going to be is 5 versus 1: How I Scalped the OnlyFans Industry. And it's basically a review that he did on some of the peoples that, you know, that spoke up on his name, that had their name, that had his name in their mouth, speaking negative of him and everything. And he basically, Nico Aesthetics, he's basically brought all of his receipts. And what he said was the honest truth, and everything that he said is alleged. So I'm just going to put it in there as well. It's alleged. Hold on one second. Let me turn off this timer. But yeah, everything that he said is alleged, and in his disclaimer that everything is alleged. But basically, some of the stuff that he said, that Nico Aesthetics said, shout out to Nico Aesthetics. I think that's how he pronounces his last name. He's going to be talking about, I'm going to be discussing a review. I'm going to give a review on what I thought of the video. And he basically, spoke his facts and spoke his truth. And he said allegedly that 2025 is his year, and that he's going to start bringing receipts. Like, he's going to start reading people's and, bringing them accountable for their actions. Like, basically, you got to take accountability for what you've done, for what you said, basically. And Nico Aesthetics, he is like that. And Nico Aesthetics, in my opinion, I really love Nico Aesthetics. I love his content, his videos, everything. And he speaks nothing but facts and the truth on the gay community and on the community of OnlyFans, the gay community. He speaks facts such as colorism, racism, discrimination, body size, all that, topics and situations in the gay community that I feel like it's not talked about enough. Like, people don't want to discuss what really needs to be discussed in the gay community. And if I may say this, a lot of things that need to be discussed in the gay community, I don't know why people don't want to discuss it. But, let's be real. Some things that has happened in the gay community basically still is happening in the gay community. It's like people want to pat it on the shoulder and tap it on the shoulder and let it ride. Like, some people like to let it ride. Stuff that is serious in our community, you don't need to let it ride. You need to let it be well known and well aware, so people will know what to do. And that's what I feel like. Although allegedly Nico Aesthetics, he is a content creator. He does what he does. I'm not going to put his business out like that because I respect him and I love his content. He does what he does, and he's a grown adult. He's a content creator. He's one of the best. I wouldn't have known anything about Nico Aesthetics if it wasn't for one of my friends from the SIP. From the SIP actually put me on the channel of Nico Aesthetics, and that he's one of the best. Shout out to from the SIP. Thank you so much for putting me on to that channel. He's one of the best. Yeah. We're going to talk about Nico Aesthetics. We're going to talk about him and the review. I'm going to give you a review, what I thought about the video. And I'm basically going to say some of the things, that he was saying. And I'm just going to review y'all about it. If I could, I would have put a clip in it, but I'm not going to do that because I didn't get I don't have the permission, and that's copyright, and I don't do that. I don't take or plagiarize nobody else's work. I don't do none of that. I do it the right way. We're going to talk about Nico Aesthetics, and we're going to talk about Meg Thee Stallion, which is one of my favorite artists and one of the greatest in my opinion. She won a restraining order situation against Troy Lance, or whatever his name is, against Troy L. I'm going to say Troy L because I can't pronounce his name. Troy L, I think, was her ex, her alleged lover, ex-boyfriend. I'm not really sure, I forgot. But I've heard some things about him, apparently and allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly, and I'm going to go ahead and say this is truth because I read it. He basically is serving a sentence in the big house for shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot. And he was I'm basically going to say he basically was messing with her and basically was messing with her and trying to harass her when he is behind bars, which I think that is very crazy and very stupid. Why would you mess with a wonderful woman? Why would you mess with a wonderful woman that is doing good for herself, that is making music, that is making history, that is doing what she loves to do? Why would you mess with a woman that you basically have harassed, which you basically hurted in one of the most worstest way by shooting her in the foot? I respect Meg Thee Stallion. I respect her. I love her music. She is one of the best. She is the best to do it. One thing I love about Meg Thee Stallion, she is an Aquarius like me. Her birthday is February 15th or 16th, and she's an Aquarius like me. One thing I love about Meg Thee Stallion, she real and she stands on business, and she is all about making her fans happy, and she's all about being dedicated to her work and everything. Like, she speaks her truth. And what happened to Meg Thee Stallion? She did not deserve to go through that. Nobody deserves to go through a situation like that. Meg Thee Stallion, in my opinion, she is one of the greatest. She's a hard worker, and she has collaborated with some of the greats, and she has some of the greatest music. Although a bunch of people try to clown Meg Thee Stallion. A lot of people don't like Meg Thee Stallion. Well, if you don't like Meg Thee Stallion, honey, you do not have to listen to her. I'm pretty sure Meg Thee Stallion can care less if you listen to her or not. Like, basically, this woman has been through so much. Her ex-boyfriend, or whoever Troy L was to her, basically shot her in the foot, and basically he is behind bars, allegedly still harassing her. So I'm so happy that she has won a restraining order. Now, she got the restraining order. From what I read this morning, she got the restraining order, and the restraining order is valid till 2030. And I believe Troy L will be out and done serving his sentence then. I'm really not sure. But we must protect Meg Thee Stallion at all costs, because she is one of the greatest. If I got my information wrong on that, somebody comment, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close to it. I'm basically trying something new. I'm basically trying to give all y'all the tea and info that I can. So yeah. I love you. We all love you, Meg Thee Stallion, and congratulations on your restraining order win and grant. Also, I'm going to be discussing Shamar and his fiance broke up, apparently. I don't know if it's true or not. I saw something on my Instagram this morning related to it. So apparently they have broken up. Why they broken up? I don't know. I don't know what led to that broke up, and this is alleged. Allegedly they broke up. I don't know what led to it. I don't know. Was they having problems? But what gets me is that one too long ago, like a week or two ago, before New Year's came in, they was engaged. Now all of a sudden they are broken up. Like, as much as I want to know what happened, maybe it's not for me to know. But I do know this respectfully regarding Shamar's dating history and being with multiple partners and men. It has not been good to him. Because I believe in my spirit and in my soul and my mind, basically, people have said in the sources allegedly that Shamar started the fights and everything. But basically, in my opinion, even if he did or even if he didn't, the thing people need to understand, it is both sides to a story. Shamar, I don't believe Shamar be doing everything. I don't think he be doing everything to start things with people. But deep down, I believe that he is, deep down, I believe he's one of the great, like he's very nice, and all he's looking for is love. But I will say this, as a person that has a disability, and as a person that was born with cerebral palsy, and as a person that is part of the gay community, I can honestly sense, and as a person that has experienced a lot, not personally, and it goes back to the video that I made, the video I did with the gay dating coach, and with Shamar was engaged then. You have to be careful, because I had to learn this. Like, once you tell someone that you are romantically involved with, like basically that you've been through this, that you've been through that, and that you got this going on, that you got this going on, sometimes you have to be careful with that, because they can use that against you. They can use that against you. They can say that, oh, I'm so sorry, I won't do that to you, I won't do that to you. As a person that by been through it, never fall for it. Always be careful. Like I said, I don't know what led to Shamar's and his boyfriends broken up. I don't know what happened in that relationship. I don't know. I was not there. We was not there. So I really don't know. But it's sad and my heart goes out because all I ever wanted was for people. All I ever want from people's, even though if I follow them on social media, even though if I may know them in the real world, if I see them on a daily basis, I don't care if I see them once or twice a week. If you love each other, I want y'all to be happy. If you are happy, if you're my friend and you are happy, I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy. I want everything to go your way. I want everything to go right for you. I want everything to go your way. Don't let people's judgments, negative opinions get in your way. That's what I feel like what happened. When I saw that Shamar and his boyfriend had broken up, which they're no longer engaged, I really did think. I was like, did my content do this? Did my content have anything to do with their broken up? Like, that's what I get to thinking about. Like, if I talk about somebody in my video and then I hear something else about them, I'll be like, did my content do this? Did it do this? Did it do that? I really don't know. I said, I hope it didn't. But I didn't speak nothing bad about them when I did that video. I basically put my personal experiences in there and I, basically discussed the advice that the gay dating coach gave. That's basically what I did and just gave my opinion. Not once did I shade, not once did I drag anybody, anything, at least that I don't think I did. But I'm just being honest. Like, I don't think I did anything wrong. I'm just being honest, Like I said, it's sad what happened. It's sad what happened to Shamar. Allegedly, Because allegedly it's saying that, they broken up and he's single. So I really don't know. I can't speak up on things that I don't know too much about. But I will do my best, to give y'all the best information and tea. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I hope I don't be boring y'all to death. And I got some more tea. Well, it's not really tea. It's just, it's just something that's really sad. As y'all may know, it was some wildfires in California, Los Angeles, California. And I looked this up this morning as well from what I know. It's a bunch of peoples that lost their homes. A lot of people's lost their homes. 10 peoples that I saw and that I read about allegedly. 10 peoples died and lost their life. And some celebrities lost their homes. Tina Knowles, Beyonce mama, she lost her condo. Ricky Lake, she lost her home. Paris Hilton. Another actor, actress from This Is Us. Billy Crystal and many, many others. Actually, Niecy Nash actually got on Instagram crying. And basically, she was pouring her heart out, saying that, they had to evaporate and stuff because of the fires. That's all I really know for now, but I've been knowing for about a day or two about these wildfires. I didn't know how to express what I was going to say. Like, it's very sad on losing your home, especially that because some people have spent their life savings. They spent their life savings. They spent a great amount of money on their homes. Basically, a lot of them have been there ever since they was babies, kids, young adults, still, made memories, generations, and a lot of history there. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because a lot of peoples have been dedicated to their homes for 40, 30, 40, 50, maybe 60 years. And for this to happen, for it to go down in flames like that, it's just sad. So I just want to say my heart, my prayers, everything goes out to the peoples in California that lost their homes. But now I'm about to go ahead and get into the first topic. The first topic that I'm going to get into, y'all, is, hold on, y'all. Y'all see this right here? This is my little Airwick thing. But the first thing that we're going to get into, we're going to get into Nico Aesthetics. Aesthetics. I think that's his name. I might have his name wrong. Shout out to Nico. He made some really valid points. Like, he did a video, and I'm doing a review. He did a video titled 5 versus 1, How I Scalped the OnlyFans Industry. Okay. I know a lot of you might not know who this person is that I'm talking about in the review. I know a lot of y'all might not be a fan of the gay community or like to discuss it. But hey, this is my channel. You're not obligated to watch. But if you are watching, I appreciate it. I just like to speak what's on my mind. He talked about a bunch of people, like basically that was calling, basically calling him out and basically body shaming him, and basically peoples who wanted to collab with him and really doing some backward stuff. I'm gonna tell you some of these things. I can't tell you all of it, but I can tell you what I can remember. One of those peoples, and one thing I can say, Nico Aesthetics, he brought his receipts. He bring his receipts every time. And the thing with me, peoples get mad with Nico because number one, he speaks his truth. Number two, he speaks facts. Number three, Nico is one of those peoples in our community, in our gay community, and in our black community, people of color community that is gay, black, and in our community. He's one of those peoples where he's going to tell you how he feels, and he's going to tell you the truth. And if he is wrong, he's basically going to tell you that he was wrong. He will admit that. I will admit that. But the thing is, the problem with most of us, people don't want to take accountability. They don't want to take accountability. They do not want to be held accountable for their actions, for what they did and what they said. Because they feel like if they get held accountable for their actions on what they said and what they did, it's like, wow, people is going to see me differently now. Listen, stop it and be held accountable. Take accountability for what you did. Take accountability for what you said. That's all you have to do. Because most of these content creators is full of mess. They're full of mess. These is like close to 40-year-old men acting like they still in high school. Like, come on now. Come on now. And it's sad because I really enjoyed this video because he really put out some valuable facts. Like, he discussed Jacoby on that with him and Jacoby. And it's just a lot. He discussed Jacoby. He had receipts on Jacoby. But he also said allegedly, Nico also said allegedly that he had to take one of his videos down. He had to take those videos down because basically and allegedly, Jacoby basically was trying to, I don't know, was it trying to not sue, but they sent Nico something, I don't know. Jacoby did something because Nico basically was telling him how he felt and the truth about the scene that Jacoby did with Castro Supreme. And yeah, remember I did a video on that, and Nico Aesthetics did a video on that as well. In case y'all don't know, Jacoby and his partner slash boyfriend Alex did a collaboration with Castro Supreme. Basically, if y'all don't know who Castro Supreme is, he is a middle-aged 40-year-old man who was a big adult entertainer back in the day. I think he done retired now. He's the one with the quote-unquote big package, you know, with the third leg. I'm just gonna say this. He got the third leg. I'm just gonna say that. No Diddy, but yeah. But yeah. So him, Castro, Jacoby, and his boyfriend Alex, they did a collaboration together. And what it seems to be, Castro looked like he was out of it. Like he was drunk, or basically high off something that was not weed or alcohol or something like that. I really don't know. I can't remember, but it's been a lot of different things that have been said since I've done the video. But I'm just going to say this. Allegedly, it was said that Castro was really in another world, and he was like, I actually heard the audios, and the audios that I've heard, it was very, 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 very disturbing, because in my mind, I didn't know I didn't know what I want to do. Should I just click off, or what should I do? The thing was, I just heard the audio. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't stomach it, because that was really too outrageous. And it felt like, to me, that Castro was being taken advantage of, allegedly. Like I said, I don't know. Now, it's a bunch of people that is a fan of Jacoby, that respects him and everything. But I'm just going to say this. Nico basically got him together like he should have. Nico Aesthetics also got Mr. Bolden together, which I basically don't watch Mr. Bolden. He's another adult entertainer star. I don't watch much of Mr. Bolden. I've seen him online and some of the stuff that he's done, but he's not my cup of tea, because, and sir, while we on this, in case y'all didn't know, Mr. Bolden, he was on the Republican side. Basically, when you on the Republican side, it's basically like, if I get it correct, it's basically like going against everything with the Democrats and this and that third. So when you on the Republican side, it's basically like, that's the side they can take everything away from everybody, if I'm saying it correctly. It's basically like he was on the Republican side, and he was like, allegedly, basically like, oh yeah, I'm on the Republican side, and I can do this to him, I can do this to him to get him to change his mind. No. I'm just going to say this, it was just a bunch of stuff that was said. And Nico, he had the receipts. He basically was expressing the receipts. He had receipts, he got receipts, he got the messages that was sent to him by a lot of content creators. Mr. Bolden tried to get Nico, but Nico got them all together. He tried to get Mr. Bolden tried to get Nico. Yardy got in the conversation, but let me tell you something about Yardy. I don't want anything to do with Yardy, because, you know, it's just, you know, all respect though, but basically, he basically got those content creators together. I'm just going to put it like that. And Nico Aesthetics, he is, you know, he's one of the best. But I think what the problem is with our community, with the gay community, is that it's a lot of conversations that need to be had, and a lot of subjects and situations that needs to be spoken up on in our black and in our gay community in general, but people don't want to speak up on them. A lot of things that happen in our community, people want to keep it hush, and it's beneath me. It's for the love of me. I just don't understand. And the thing with our community, with the gay community, and with our gay community, and this what I say this all the time. It's toxic. Our gay community is toxic. Nico Aesthetics talks about that toxicity. Being, body shamed. That's basically, allegedly, what Nico Aesthetics talks about in his video. He talks about being body shamed. Like a content creator by the name of Jacoby, allegedly calling Nico Aesthetics fat and everything in the book and out of shape, this and that, the third, and it was just a bunch of stuff. But my thing is, why is you gonna get mad at Nico? Why is you gonna get mad at this guy? Why you gonna get mad at this man? Because he does not want anything to do with you. He did not want anything to do with you. He's doing his own thing. But all of a sudden, you are mad at this guy because he does not want anything to do with you. He does not want anything to do with you because of the things that you have done, because of Jacoby has done. It has been said allegedly that Jacoby has been paying dudes to collab with him on a great amount of money to do gay content. The straight for pay, gay for pay, or whatever it is. And it's crazy, It's a lot of things. I'm just gonna say it like that. I'm just reviewing. Nico talks about Jacoby. Got the receipts about Jacoby. Got the receipts about Mr. Bolden. And it was somebody else that he got receipts on that I really enjoyed. I enjoyed everything about Nico's content that he did. He basically got another content creator and many, many others. One content creator he did an interview with, he was the content creator, I forgot the name. The content creator was like, I just love your channel, and I just love how you talk about our community and about the wrong that is being done in the community, this and that, the third. And that was wonderful, I really enjoyed what he said, but after the fact, it's like the other person had a different opinion, changed the story up, gonna try to lie and do some extracurricular stuff that shouldn't have been done. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And that's what's wrong with our community. Toxic energy, racism, people's being, colorblind and race play. That's what really gets me, race play. It's a lot that happens in our community, but don't too many people want to speak up on it. And it's just like this guy on this video that I watched. He's a black guy, and he was like, he thinks he was ugly because he's dark skinned. He thought he was ugly. So he says he gets on Grindr and some Scruffs app or Scruffs or whatever them apps is. I don't get on either one of them apps because they don't do nothing for me. Plus, I don't trust Grindr, and I don't trust no more dating apps. I don't get on them. Facebook dating is the only thing that I get on. But it was this black guy, and he was like, basically on another video I watched, he was basically like, he thought he was ugly because he was getting turned down. He was like, he said a bunch of things. He was like, don't nobody in his own community wants him. So his preference is white or Mexican. He only wants to be with white or Mexican or whatever it is he said, because black peoples don't do anything for him. And he's from Nigeria or something like that. I'm like, okay, so I was pretty shocked, because let me tell you something. I understand. You want to be loved, you want to have fun, but just because you had so many bad experiences with peoples of your own community does not give you the right to trash them and drag us in the ground. Because we are not the problem. Just because you have a lot of bad experiences with your community does not mean we are all bad in our community. The peoples that you have experience with in your own community, all of us is not bad like that. Some peoples really feel I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason many of peoples in our black community seems to skip on to the other side, or date somebody outside their race, or basically marry somebody outside their race, or basically experience with somebody outside their race in the straight and gay community, is because they probably feel like this. Hey, so they probably feel like this, and like I said in another video, they probably feel like this. They probably be like, well, everybody in my opinion has dragged me and said so many stuff to me. They didn't give me a chance. They didn't do this and do that and this and that and third. I understand that, yes, we all have experiences. The thing is, you can date whoever you want to date in your life. Whoever you feel like you want to date, you do that. You can date somebody that's purple, green, blue, white, black, anybody. But this the thing, don't try to drag your own community just because you are with this other person that is not of our community. If you love that person, you be with them. That does not mean you have to drag your own peoples to make yourself feel good. Because it does not matter it does not matter who you date. It does not matter who you marry. It does not matter if you marry a white person, a black person, a person of color. It does not matter if you marry a person that is black, white, Mexican, Indian, Dominican. It does not matter. It does not matter if you marry somebody that is Asian, Korean. If you black and you marry outside your race, baby, if that's what you like, you do it. Love who you want to love. I'm basically just saying, don't try to drag your own community because you know of the experiences that you might have had with some peoples in your community, in our community. Still stick with your community, because you never know when you might have to come back to your community, just in case that does not work out. Like I said, I believe in interracial relationships. I do believe in them. I do. But let's be real. Some peoples are made for relationships and some peoples aren't. For me, I don't know if I am or not. But if the time comes, it will come. And that's what I think in my mind what Nico Aesthetics he was trying to say. And I'm saying it too from my opinion and from my side of things. Like, a bunch of people get mad at Nico for speaking his facts on the gay community and the gay community and the black community. Because he said he dealt with discrimination. He's dealt with, colorism. Him being, light skin, dark skin, because he depends on what the weather is looking like. Like, if it's sunny, he said, allegedly, he gets, a little darker, or head of a little tan. But, when it's cold, he gets a little lighter. I think that's how he said it, allegedly, respectfully. But honestly, though, but still, he's still human. Because in my opinion, black and brown peoples of the black community and peoples of color have always had a lot to go through. not only with the dating world and not only with the sexuality world, the gay community world, however you want to put it, but we've had to go through so much. And it's sad that these content creators out here want to act like high schoolers and act like, you know, going back and forth and crying and hollering just because peoples do not want to collab with them. Listen, the main reason why peoples do not want to collab with most of y'all OnlyFans stars because y'all be doing the most. Y'all be doing the most and y'all be trying to be extra. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just being honest. Like, stop trying to be extra. Stop trying to be something that you are not, and stop trying to make like that you are this and that when better yet you are not better than the next person, because I know I'm not. I'm not no OnlyFans creator. I'm not. Sometimes I'm glad I'm not. I'm a YouTube content creator. I know some of the things I might say might not be on key, but I'm just being honest. But honestly, that's basically how I see it. That's basically how I see it. But people's get mad at Nico, or people's get mad at anybody in general that speaks up on the gay community and the black community together, because it's a lot of stuff that needs to be discussed, that needs to be talked about, that people's want to keep quiet about. Like, stop letting stuff slide that happens in our gay community. So y'all okay with race play? Y'all okay with slave and master type stuff? There's a bunch of people that's okay with that. I'm not okay with it. I'm not. Not no slave and master. I don't care if it's fantasy or not. No. Some of the things that happens in our community is not talked about enough. How, you know, the fights, these new generation of gays, they don't know how to act. And it's some generation of gays in my community. In my generation, they don't know how to act. But I'm just saying it. I thought we supposed to stick together and be together. I thought we were supposed to stick together, not go against each other. But I'm guessing I'm wrong. But like I said, Nico Aesthetics is one of the greatest content creators that there is regarding the LGBTQ, the gay community. And Say So TV, let's not forget him. He also states some very obvious facts, which I gotta catch up on his content. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. I hope I'm making sense, y'all. But in general, it's like, whether you're gay, whether you're straight, still, it's a lot in our communities that needs to be discussed. It's a lot of things that needs to be discussed, but people are scared to discuss them. Why? I know I might discuss it, even though I know I might get sidetracked, but still, let's be honest. Let's just be real. If I'm being honest and real, I'm just gonna be honest with you. If I'm being honest and real, why, oh why? Tell me why we still living in a community where people's, basically, I'm just gonna go on and see it. Y'all can click off on this part if y'all want to. And something else, you know, I'm gonna talk about and I'm gonna discuss, and I'm gonna move on to the Shamar and his boyfriend breaking up. If there's one thing that I'm gonna get off my chest regarding the gay community, I'm so sick and tired of people's bottom shaming. Nico Aesthetics has also allegedly talked about this. Why are you bottom shaming? Why are we shaming people that likes to be penetrated and that likes to penetrate? Why are we shaming people that like to be penetrated all the time, or people that likes to penetrate all the time? That's what verse is for. Why are we doing that? Like, if you like to be penetrated, you do that. If you don't like to be penetrated, if you rather be doing the penetrating, good. I support whatever you choose. I support it, because 9 times out of 10, you gotta live your life. You gotta do what you feel comfortable with doing. Hell, if nobody don't want you to penetrate them, or they don't want to penetrate you, then by all means, let them go. Hell, you come out better being by yourself anyway. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's just a lie. It's a lot in the gay community where people's, in any community in general, people's just don't wanna. They don't wanna let loose. They don't wanna say nothing. They don't wanna speak up on things. And another thing, one more thing. I might be wrong when I say this, but I'm going to try to put it in good context. A lot of gay men love black women. And I'm going to tell you something else. A lot of gay men in general analyze a lot of women, because you know why? Because if y'all don't notice, it be a lot of gay men that be such as us, us as gay men, it be a lot of us, we defend, it be a lot of women, a lot of women defending gay men, or gay men defending women. Like, honestly, let's be real. Because a gay man will defend a woman in a minute more than, any other. Not all, just some. Because I know a lot of people that have homophobia in their heart and in their mind. And it's sad that this still goes on, but let's just be real. The main reason a lot of gay men like women and are friends with women, a black woman in general, because they're gonna look out for each other. They're gonna defend each other. That's why a lot of women have gay friends. Because us as gay men, we have a lot of gifts, and we have a lot of spunk in us that a lot of, and most of these others scared to have, because they worried about what this person gonna say, what that person gonna say, or how it's gonna get out, or if I'm sounding correct. I'm just being honest, because that's just how I see it. I love the bonds that gay men, us as gay men, and women have, because they can relate, on a bunch of things. Because one thing, I'm gonna say this, I got it, because the reason a woman likes to be around a gay man, because a gay man is gonna compliment her on how she looks, and he's gonna be real with her and be like, "No, don't wear that, don't wear this." And if she looks beautiful, yes, you better do that. You better do that. You look wonderful, because a gay man will compliment a woman and take up for a woman in a minute. Basically, fight for her too. Don't care if you're a woman or a man. hope I'm making it sound correctly, but that's just how I see it, you know. But Nico Aesthetics, he is one of the best and one of the greatest content creators, you know, that talks about that, and Say So TV is as well, and many others that I watch that discuss this powerful topics. Now, I might be wrong on a couple of things, and I might have said it in the wrong form, but that's just how I see it and how I feel about the whole situation. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So if I got anything wrong, please let me know. And I want to say one more thing on this Shamar and his boyfriend getting broken up. They're broken up and they're not engaged no more. I think it's very sad, and I think it's very unfortunate because they was engaged like 2 weeks ago. Now they're broken up. And it's sad because, you know, every time Shamar seems like he's happy, then a couple of weeks or a month or two later, broken up. Or this and that, the third. It's diabolical. And I just cannot put my finger on it. I just don't understand half of the time. Why does it have to be like that? Like, you really think that you find someone that you really ready to date and be with, but all of a sudden it's like, wow, what done happened? What done happened? Because that happened to me plenty of times. Yep. That's it on the Shamar and his boyfriend broken up situation. And again, on Meg the Stallion, on winning her case and restraining order against Troy L. I'm happy for her. She's one of the best, one of the strongest that there is. You know, because Meg, she's one of the realest, you know. Either you like her or you don't. And if you don't like her, then y'all will be all right. But I'm just so happy that she has finally gotten what she's been wanting all along. And that is to be free. And that is to just keep doing her work and not being harassed and messed with. But, and I'm going to say this one last thing, and that's going to be the end of my video. I'm praying for the peoples that is in Los Angeles, California, that had lost their house in the wildfires. Your prayers and everything are with me. Prayers are with me and everything. So I really hope that, you know, they get everything situated. I'm hoping that they get new homes and everything. I know some things can't be repaired and that they won't be able to get back, but prayers to them and everything. So what do y'all think of my topics? What do you think about the Nico Aesthetics review on, how did I do on the review? How did I do on the Meg the Stallion news and topic? How did I do on the Shamar and his boyfriend's relationship broken up? And how did I do on the wildfires update? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back with another video as soon as possible. Thank y'all for watching. And y'all have a wonderful Friday. Stay safe, stay warm. And if you are in bad weather, do not try to get out there on that road and drive, because you're putting yourself at risk and other people's lives at risk. Don't do it. If you couldn't drive before this bad weather came, don't try to drive now. That's the word I got for you. So that's going to be my video. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Love y'all. Bye-bye.